Come on. Okay, the first example we're going to take a look at in relation to 6.4 is on page 315 of the text. So on page 315. Okay. Basically, it says that Richard's car insurance is $1,400, which is due in 2 days, and he does not have the cash available. So he goes to a payday loan, and where he signs an agreement and stuff like that to repay the store. So his repayment is $1,635.20. Okay, and that he has to pay it back in 14 days. Now, the question asks, what was the daily interest rate for the loan? And what is the annual interest rate for the loan? Well, in terms of the daily interest rate, we know if we use the formula I equals PRT, okay, we know that the interest, well, we got to figure that out. So the interest amount, how do we figure out how much interest he's going to owe? Well, you take what he needed and what he's going to pay back and you subtract them. So if you take the 16,320 or 35.20 and we subtract that from the $1,400 that he needed, we're going to get $235.20. So that's how much interest he actually pays. Well, now we can kind of figure it out. We take the formula. We know I. Okay, that's this. We know P. We know the time. So we just need the rate. So when we kind of manipulate the formula and switch things around from I, P, R, T, to get R alone, it's I divided by PT equals R. Okay. We plug in the numbers. So 235.20 divided by $1,400 times the 14 days gives us what we're going to work out to. When you punch that into your calculator, it's going to come out with 0.012. Okay. We multiply this by 100. That gives us our interest rate, which is actually 1.2% per day. Okay. Which is relatively a significant amount when you think about it. The second part is, what's the interest in a year? Well, the interest in a year, okay, we figured out the interest per day. It's 1.20. How many days in a year? Times 365. Therefore, his interest would be the initial amount or the principal amount times this value. Okay, this value is actually 438%. So if he actually waited the entire year to pay back the loan, he would pay back 438% of the initial $1,400. And that would be calculated by saying $1,400 times 4.38. And when we punch that into a calculator, well, just basically as basic math, if we go with that, he would be paying well over $5,600 to pay back the loan that he borrowed, only $1,400. So that's why payday loans are a little difficult. Okay. Now remember, that's problem number, the first one on page 315. We'll go through a couple other examples in the other videos.